I'm gonna let it go for a couple more seconds. All right. Shema Yasha'Allah Yahweh Allah Hayanawa Yahweh Ahad Shema Yasha'Allah Yahweh Allah Hayanawa Yahweh Ahad Shema Yasha'Allah Yahweh Allah Hayanawa Yahweh Ahad. Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahweh Sai, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahweh Sai, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahweh Sai, Bahasur Chakodash. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, Ruel. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. All right, on the high spirit, we in Judah. And today I want to go into a live stream entitled Move Like You're in Jerusalem. All right, move like you're in Jerusalem. Because, you know, being in this walk, being in this truth, in this journey, all right, some things that I had to undo was my mindset. And certain decisions that we make, all right, can be based off the mindset that we'll get the best in the kingdom, or, you know, we'll you know, do better in the kingdom, you know. For example, we know in the kingdom we're gonna have new bodies. I but will we make it to the kingdom. All right. So that may lead a brother to be negligent in his health. All right. You know, now through the spirit, I'm more of one of those brothers that's been health conscious, but I've had times where I was eating garbage, you know, but you see what I'm saying? Because you feel like, okay, that we're going to be in the kingdom, we're going to have new bodies. Let me be negligent with my health because I get a new body in the kingdom. Not even expecting that you're going to be in America another 5 years, 10 years. You see? You see what that mindset would do? All right? Or brother, you know, might not have a certain standard with women, or, you know, you go out the lust because you feel like, well, I get, you know, all these women, they the same, bro. I get a better woman in the kingdom. Or, you know what I mean? Now you done got some scallywag knocked up. You know what I mean? All right. Or you just dealing with some crazy chick because you feel like, well, I get something better in the kingdom. So that what that mindset engenders shows you that you have the wrong mindset by thinking, look, you know, I just wait till the kingdom to get better. Now, granted, your wife should be a harlot in the city. Granted, we're gonna eat our bread defiled, but we can't take those scriptures and let them and allow ourselves to downgrade because we got our mindset on the kingdom, man. All right. That's why I entitled the live stream "Move Like We're in Jerusalem." Okay. Move like, and look, man, we've all been simple. Like, this is no me just pointing at brothers, man. We've all been there, man. But that's why we do these lessons, to build each other up, to, you know, make the right decisions and really be our best versions, even in the truth. That's why we do, starting with the elder apostles of Great Millstone, you know, elder apostle Tahar, elder apostle Tahar, elder apostle Gabar, elder apostle Ramlab. That's why they do videos on health. If it was just about waiting to the kingdom, why would they do videos on health? If it was just about way to the kingdom, why would they do videos about staying away from Eve? All right. So it's about, look, man, you still gotta move like you're a prince, man. He prince of the power. You can't have this mindset, like I said, I get it all in the kingdom. Really, that's just that's why the scripture says, that's why it says in Sirach, a sinful man would not be reproved, for he find an excuse to do his own will. All right. In the GNT, the Good News translation, it roughly paraphrases that a sinful man will use the law to justify being willful. So he'll use the scripture to sort of justify ultimately just pleasing his flesh. Okay? So like I said, one trait of a fleshly man, of a carnal-minded man, is they use those things to excuse themselves, all right, just to please their flesh. Now, on the contrary, some brothers just genuinely had a wrong mindset. You know, I do better in the kingdom. I wait to the kingdom. Now, you might not, when it comes to women, hey, that's your business, and that's all in the behind, that's all in the eye of the beholder what befits you. But just deep, like in your mind, Don't excuse yourself to do low quality females or low quality situations because you're in captivity, man. You know? And the scripture says in Sirach 10 around 27 chapter, Sirach 10 around 27 verse, glorify thy soul with meekness and give it honor according to the dignity thereof, man. Glorify thy soul with meekness and give it honor according to the dignity thereof. Okay? So what does that mean? Glorify thy soul. If you go into the GNT, Good News Translation, or Modern Terms Translation, roughly paraphrasing, right? That means carry yourself with self-respect. So if you have self-respect, you're not going to put yourself in effed up situations, all right, based off instant gratification. All right, kings make moves for the long term, man. Kings make moves for their legacy. All right, Ecclesiastes 32:14. Whoso feareth the Lord will receive his discipline, and they that seek him early shall find favor. Come. Discipline is everything. And not discipline in the sense of self-deprivation, but discipline in the sense of not getting the first thing that's put into your face, man. What do you think it is that makes you noble and royal? You're not thirsty in any facet of your life. You have a standard. Like I said, we're in the flesh. Jacob gets simple. I mean, it happens. But that can't be your standard. That can't be your routine as being simple, man. You know? All of our forefathers had low points, had simple moments, but that wasn't the story of their lives, you know? Hey, Shalom Zaquan. It says, all right, but all of our forefathers had little low points and stuff. But like I said, you got to move like you in Jerusalem. Don't be somebody that always just blow money because they feel like, why would I save money? We going to be the dollar about to crash, or we'll have riches in the kingdom. But then you the brothers always borrow money and need money. So that shows you that mindset doesn't work, man. You have to move like you're in Jerusalem. Be legacy minded. You still got to look at women like, can you see her having your little ones? If she had a daughter, can your daughter become her? Now, am I planning to have little ones? No. But what happens when you have sex? At some point, you might have a little one. You can't have a mindset, man, I'm just trying to get some ass, man. You know? And so, you know, a woman might come your way and you just a man, and I get it, but don't make that your MO, man. You know? That's why I make an effort not to put myself in situations where I'm going to be around ratchet ass Eve or high-minded ass women, or, you know, whatever, because we've already been through that. My whole thing is I don't like doing the same thing over and over again. Once I figure out what something is, I like to elevate from that. You know? Once you taste something, you know, you ingest something and it's a bad taste, why would you keep eating it? Even if you taste something and it tastes good and it feels good, but now you got this crazy toothache, why would you keep eating it? So we have to start moving like our forefathers, man. Are we making an effort to be millionaires or billionaires? Nah. But something that the brother brought out, the elder Bayamia will bring out, which is his site page, GMS Punish the Wicked. A man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So we don't plan on having children's here, but you still gotta be like that with money, man. You know? Like I said, all because we know the Lord could come back at any moment now. Within a year, within 6 months, we got like 2 prophecies ahead of us. We are aware of that, right? But does that mean that you stop paying your fucking bills? Does that mean you stop taking care of your little one? Does that mean you quit your job right now? We're not in that time of be still and know that I'm Yahweh. All right, we're in that time when it comes to little circumstances, but we're not in that time where we literally got to walk by faith in the woods or be still and know that he's Yahweh because we're forced to sit idle in a concentration camp, man. Okay? You have to move like you're in Jerusalem, man. A lot of us not used to being men. A lot of us not used to being conservative. We used to being liberal, like a child, like a woman, you know? And it's not the bash brothers, because like I said, when I do these videos, I be self-reflecting. But you know the mindset of different men in the body. and you know the potential mindset, and then you do videos like this just in case brothers are having that mindset, because we have to grow. We're growing in this thing. A lot of us came in this truth while we were still in high school. 19, 20, 21, to now you 34. Like, yeah, your mind has to update. When you have a laptop, it says must update. You got to like let it start over and shit. So your computers, your laptops, they're always updating. All right, that's how our mindsets have to always update, man. There's always room for growth. All right, GMS punished the wicked. Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punishment and are punished. And that's one of the traits of a noble man, is being prudent to foresee. Yeah, we got our flesh, and we're gonna always have our flesh, but we still have to foresee and make moves off foresight and not impulse. Impulse, that's the nature of the West. Babylon has you on an impulse. Babylon has you on a financial impulse. That's why you don't know where your money going, because you're easily distracted by these different sparkly advertisings. All right, women that have you on the impulse if you let them. That's why you're all over the place. But then you'll look at your bank account, or you'll look at your life and be like, damn, I'm behind. You know, there's one thing to be in a certain situation because Yahweh got you in a situation, but that's another thing to be in a situation because we got us in a situation. Because our mindsets haven't been updated. We got to update our mindsets. And that comes with facing the reality that you ain't got it. Like, damn, I thought I was kind of on the, you know. Nah, we get ego check, man. It don't feel good, but it's worth it. You know? Scrolling down. And I was going to go outside. I'm actually at the park, right? Let me turn it. I was going to go outside, but it's pretty windy. It's pretty windy. And usually when it's windy, it's just bad reception. It's a bad sound, so I don't even want to take that chance. You know, I like being in the elements, but I like being heard as well. GMS, let me see where we at. Here we go. I mean, but you know, that's pretty much the point. You know, we have to have a ruling class mentality. And I don't give a fuck if the rest of the world don't look at us that way. We have to look at us that way. We can't put ourselves in mediocre situations. Or here's another one too. Because I grew up in what they call the hood, right? And you can't be afraid to live in a better environment because you feel like it's kind of like above you in a way. You know what I mean? Like you look at people on this side of town like, okay, they on some other stuff. Like, nah, be on the better side. If the Most High give you the opportunity, move on the better side of town, man. All right? If you got it within your means, you got to get a car note. You know how it is out here. Get a better car with a warranty, you know? Put yourself, because our forefathers were not, you know, eating fucking dead leaves for survival, man. All right? We were set up in the ancient world, all right? You had men that was right next to the heathen kings, man. That's like being Colin Powell back when Clint was in office, or whoever was in office when Colin Powell was up there, man. So you had men that was set up, and even men that wasn't on that level. You have to understand, Jerusalem will be looked at as like high class now. The way we carried ourselves, our conduct, our standard of living, the authenticity, there was no processed food, all right? It's like picture being Amish, but you're Israelites. And if you bought anything from the Amish, it's expensive. You can get a house built from the Amish. They got products from the Amish. All right, the soaps and the beer bombs is pretty expensive. All right, because it's authentic. It's authentic, man. All right. So you still have to have a mindset in every facet of your life. I'm going to get the best out of the worst. Don't have that mindset, well, I'll get the best in the kingdom right now. I'm just going to get whatever. You keep eating them Cheetos, man. If you keep eating them Cheetos if you want to. Keep eating them zebra cakes if you want to. Keep talking to them ratchet ass females if you want to, man. Back to back, back to back, back to back. Like I said, we all men. Every brother got his own little thing in the background. But just don't make excuses for your impulsive nature, or don't make excuses because you like what's convenient for you, man. All right. Hey, the way Satan works, Satan put the convenient stuff right in your face. The stuff that's convenient is usually to your detriment. All right. I consider myself noble. I want something that's more exclusive. Whatever, fill in the blanks, whatever it is. All right. Sirach 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He should not take pleasure in his goods. You know? Shalom, shalom. I read that again. Ecclesiasticus 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? And he should not take pleasure in his goods. So how can you be good to somebody else if you treat yourself like shit? Like I said, this is the nature of Babylon. It's instant gratification, long-term consequences. The mindset with Jerusalem, the mindset with Jerusalem in the Eastern mindset is delayed gratification, long-term benefit. Delayed gratification, long-term benefit. Delayed gratification. So delayed gratification requires discipline. One of the 4 virtues, temperance. What is the definition for temperance? Self-restraint. Okay? But it's self-restraint to an ends mean. The fruit of self-restraint is a long-term benefit. All right? Because it's nothing but snare. It tells you that a harlot is full of snares. America is a harlot. So everything that America advertises you that's enticing, it's a snare. It's a snare. All right? So if it wouldn't be a snare, it wouldn't be a trap if it did not entice you. So you have to start being mindful of things that entice you, like junk food, processed food, certain types of women. Hey, we have to be high class, man. We have to be high class. Let's practice. We're highborn. We're the Jakes that was in America that found out our fathers was the king of Samunda. We the Jakes in Samumba, however you say it. We're the Jakes in America that found out our forefathers was the king of Zamunda. All right. So now we got to practice being like our forefathers. Yeah, you might have grew up in the hood. You might have grew up on some other stuff. But now you got to practice walking like your forefathers. The king of Babylon wants you to celebrate being a peasant. That's why he gave you bread and circuses, man. That's why he gave you black culture. He engineered your ass to be a nigga. He engineered Eve to be a damn feminist, all right, and a non-builder. Between a nigga and a feminist, nobody builds anything. All right? That's why we never had another Durham, North Carolina. That's why we never had another Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street. That's why you don't just see so-called black and Hispanic towns just being built. It's just straight up being, erected, especially Southern Kingdom. Because this nigga, this demon has created cultures that engineered us to destroy ourselves. All right. But in turn, he gave us entertainment, cheap food, cheap sex, all that shit, man. But broken families came with the price. All right. Ephesians 6:11, put on the whole armor of Yahweh that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And that's part of the wiles of the devil. All right. Because there's this song by an artist by the name of Young Wildin. Young Wildin, I think it's Y-U-N-G, because you know how they spell rap names. Y-U-N-G, then Wildin, W-Y-L-I-N, I think, something like that. But the name of the song is called Good Energy. He was like high frequency. He was like high is the most high, something to that effect. Like, see, Say wants to keep you on low frequencies. See, this debaucherous culture, the bread and circuses is already tainted. So it keeps you on a low frequency, man. All right? It keeps you on a low vibration. Say wants you on a low vibration because part of being in tune with Yahweh Bashmal Shai as an Israelite is that you have to be on a high vibration. All right? That's why the Most High, through the angel Uriel, told Ezra to eat the flowers of the field because it will put him on a high vibration. That's why the Most High had Daniel eating the post of the field. It had him on a high vibration, man. It was temporarily because he had to be in that certain vibration to receive that trance and to be in those visions. All right, or to receive those visions and be in that trance. All right, get your antennas up. But this devil, he wants your antennas low, man. Because how can you be a useless eater he doesn't want you to be on a high vibration. He wants you to be a useless eater. So if he perceives you as cattle, that means he wants you in your lower nature, like you're cattle, like you're an animal, because your lower nature is an extension of animal nature. So he wants you in your animal nature. He wants you in that feed my flesh, feed my flesh, feed my flesh. Ooh, I'm broke. Ooh, I'm in debt. Ooh, I got female problems, but I'm feeding my flesh. I'm causing my own suffering. Because he wants you just in your flesh, in your lower nature, and you're going to be totally disconnected from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And that's nigga culture. It's feminism. Feminism was thought, well, shit, she the most high. All right? So we have to practice discipline to get on that noble vibration, to think like our forefathers, which is to think like we're in which is to think like a legacy. We're building a legacy. Your house, the house of Zahab, the house of Elder Kazak, the house of Elder Banyamya, the house of you brothers, if your name is Yaramia, if your name is Halak, your house starts now. Every brother is gonna be a patriarch in his house. So you have to make moves like, is this worth adding into my house? Remember that little dating show, that little website called MySpace? All right, the little website called MySpace, back when we was wearing do-rags and fitted caps and doing a snack, crackle, pop. Is this thing worth bringing it to MySpace? Because the kingdom starts now. The kingdom starts with your mind. The kingdom, your preeminence and your position in the kingdom, it starts in here. The Most High has been molding our minds to that of a ruler. So we can't have those old man decisions and let Travante take over and take the driver's seat when the spiritual man has to make these moves. And the spiritual man is going to ask, is this what I want to bring it to my house? Because your house, your legacy is going to start here. That's why in Isaiah 4:1, 7 women shall cleave to one man. All right. And it says, we should, and it says that they will say that they'll eat their own bread and wear their own apparel. Let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. They're going to be added under your name. They're going to be added to your name. Your house is your dynasty. Another word for house is dynasty. So they want to be a part of that dynasty. So like I said, the house of Zahab, the house of this person, they want to be cleaved to that house because that's what's going to get delivered and translated to the kingdom. Everything else go outside of it is going to get destroyed. All right. So we have to control our flesh and pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai that he gives us power over our flesh so we could overcome the dainty meats of the king of Babylon, which is the bread and circuses of America. And we could overcome that, not fall for his peasant ass dainty meats. Like Daniel was a spiritual version of us. We're instead of our forefather Daniel, because what did Daniel happen? What happened with Daniel? He didn't want to partake in the king's meats. So and who was the king? The king of Babylon. So we're in the daughter of Babylon. So we're in the stead of Daniel, not partaking in the king's meats. All right, to keep us in tune with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You see, because when you're engulfed in the spirit and energy of Babylon, it puts you on a Roman frequency, a Roman animal sensual level, and you're totally disconnected from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, everything is in moderation, but you know when you're engulfed in it, you're totally disconnected from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay, so we have to practice, and it's a challenge, man, because it requires discipline. But we have to, it requires discipline. It requires us to really be around each other, to build each other up, to be in that spirit of nobility and thinking like our forefathers are being legacy minded as opposed to being lust minded. All right, but with that, I do hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Kodash. I also want to give double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Ruel, peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elects. Abba Kamyashala, Shalom. Shalom, Virginia brother. Shalom. Sons of Yahweh Shai 144K. SOYYY, Shalom. Princess Atara, Shalom.